Joining me today is Mason Alexander Park, who plays Ian Wright on Quantum Leap. Were you a fan of the original when you got this role?
Yeah, I wasn't a super fan by any means. I didn't have enough. I kind of missed the perfect timeline of it, but I saw many episodes and loved all of the episodes that I saw. I thought that the core concept was just wonderful and optimistic, and who doesn't want to experience walking in other people's shoes. It's a wonderful tool to teach empathy, and I loved that about the original. So when this opportunity came around, I was like, oh, that would be really interesting to see that in a modern context, especially. I feel like those are conversations that we should be having nowadays more than ever. So I was really excited by the prospect of it, and I'm really grateful to be a part of it.
So what has it been like now stepping into this fandom?
It's been fun. It's a really, this is my third time around in the last few years of kind of entering a really intense fandom with people that have a lot of expectations and preconceived notions, and it's a real cool honor to get to be a part of something that people love so much, because I was one of those people with many franchises and many different things, Star Wars growing up, or Jurassic Park, or, anything Spielberg. And there were things that really were definitive, for me as a kid and as a teenager, that that I still to this day am like want desperately to see more of, or want to be a part of it. So Sandman was one of those things for me, and like to be able to step into those worlds and kind of do your best to live up to certain expectations, but also do the thing that like your inner child wants and the thing you would have wanted to see, is a really fun exercise. And I'm glad that I've gotten a chance to do it 3 times now with Bebop and Sandman and Quantum, because I feel like I'm building up the muscle. Now I'm like, I really want to be able to just hop into anything, like ready to, slip into Star Wars and just play like a gonk droid. Like, that's all I want.
I love it. Putting it out there, just putting it out there.
I'd like that slower explanation now.
Your name is Dr. Ben Song. You're from the year 2022. You are the lead physicist on a top secret project called Quantum Leap. You're a time traveler. I'm Addison Augustine. We work together.
Well, what I love about this Quantum Leap too is that it totally stands on its own. What would you say, in your opinion, that longtime fans would really love about this show? And then on the flip side, what do you think new fans would really love about the show?
Well, for me, I think that the smartest decision anyone made was for it to be a sequel series, a continuation, because it honors the original in a way that allows us to utilize storytelling devices, characters, and experiences, from the original series, and kind of freshen them up or continue tying those knots. And it's really fun to see every week how the writers and our showrunner, like kind of plan to utilize that access. Because often, you get a show like this and it's just a complete restart, and you just kind of begin again. And I love that we're allowed to reference and honor the original characters in the original project, because that, to me as a fan, is the stuff that I want to see. I love when they kind of call back to things that like you remember seeing in the late 80s or in the 90s, and you're like, oh, that was so cool when they did that episode. And like episode 4 was a really big moment for a lot of people who are fans of the original, because you really do get a chance to see how deeply our shows are connected and why certain characters are included. And I think that it is just really well done. So for old fans, I hope that they understand that this show is being made by fans of the original, and I hope that they can experience it as additional material to something that they already loved very much, that just continues the tradition and continues to teach, in the same way that the original did. And for new fans, I hope that they find the fun and the joy in the structure of what this show is, because Quantum Leap is very unique and very, very singular. It's a great premise, a great setup, to be able to tell a lot of stories that you may or may not get to experience in a network television format, once a week.
Wait a second, there must be a misunderstanding, okay?